I made a little bus teaser video when I finished working on the bus, and it was never really meant to show the bus for sale or anything like that. It was just to kind of show my friends what I had done with the bus. This is supposed to be a little bit more of an in-depth tour of the bus as well. The front of the bus has a storage area that was made with 80/20 aluminum, 3/4 inch plywood, and the panels connect by rare earth magnets, so they are very intensely strong on the front and on the sides, but you can also get access to the stuff behind it if you need to. Underneath this one in the summer and in the winter, if I'm not boondocking, is storage. If you are boondocking, the diesel heaters are under here. There are two diesel heaters in the bus, one in the front, one in the back. And between the two of them, they use about 5 gallons of diesel fuel about every 4 days, and will keep the bus toasty warm on 5 gallons every 4 days. That also is a great place for seating there on top of there. It's very sturdy, and a couple of extra people can sit up there if they would like to. It's just a leather couch, very comfortable, right across from the television. It's also a great place to sit if you're doing food prep or if somebody else is cooking in the kitchen there. It's got a built-in area for seating. It's also great for working on your laptop, editing videos, etc. It is a solid surface countertop. On all the countertops in the kitchen are a solid surface. They're tiled and grouted. The flooring is made of vinyl flooring from Home Depot. I believe it's their Wherever brand. The emergency door is still intact and usable. The rear wheel well is been converted to storage as well. It's got a lot of storage room in it. Also, it's where the diesel heater is. I'll show you that here in a minute. The diesel heater, as I said before, keeps the bus, the two of them keep the bus very warm and toasty if you're off-grid. If you're on-grid, the bus is heated very well by electricity. The bed is a queen-size bed with 12-inch memory foam mattress. It's very comfortable. That's a 120-volt, 12,000 BTU Mr. Cool mini split air conditioner and heat pump. It does an excellent job of heating and cooling the bus. If it gets below 30 degrees outside, then there are other electrical heaters in the bus, unless you're off-grid and then you use diesel. The air conditioning does an excellent job of cooling the bus, and it uses 980 watts when it's running, and the solar panels make about 2,800 watts. So the solar panels completely run the air conditioning and tank up the battery, so that the air conditioner will run all night as well. This is the storage, also 80/20 aluminum, of course. Underneath here, this panel is the 9-gallon Bosch electric water heater and the water pump with accumulator. That water pump works if you're off-grid. If you're on-grid, then you just connect to the city water connections, which I'll show you on the outside of the bus. There's a 5,000 watt Victron inverter, and it runs through a normal household electrical panel. That's behind there, and all of the bus are on individual circuit breakers, as should be. Again, these just latch on with a rare earth magnet, so you can get behind them when you need to, but they stay securely in place. Also, underneath the bed is a very large amount of storage. It just pops up on hinges, and underneath that is a 100-gallon fresh water tank as well. All of the tanks of the bus are internal to the bus, so all of the tanks are kept in the same area as the living area of the bus, which keeps them all from freezing. All the pipes stay inside the bus as well, so the bus is just an excellent boondocking machine 365 days a year. The bus just has a top-notch electrical system. It's all based on Victron equipment for all the solar and power making needs, and Lithionics battery and BMS, which is amazing. It's got a 5,000 watt inverter and two 250/100 solar charge controllers made by Victron. And it all goes into a Venus GX device, which is made by Victron as well, and puts all of the electrical information on the internet where I can see it. It also stores all the information historically from when the bus went online. There is a MoFi router, which is kind of like a MiFi, only it's much more robust. It uses the same card that you would put in a MiFi, which you get from Verizon. You stick it in the MoFi, and it does an excellent job. Behind that is an ASUS router that distributes Wi-Fi to the whole bus. The bus also has a Scout alarm, and it's all has security cameras as well. That's the Lithionics system, Lithionics BMS, and below that are two 555 amp hour lithium-ion batteries for a total of 1,110 amp hours of lithium-ion energy, which is just fantastic. Basically, the solar will charge those batteries up fully during the day while also running the air conditioning, and then at night it converts over to battery. The air conditioning will run all night. If you set it to 72 degrees, it'll keep the bus nice and cool all night, and by morning you still have greater than 55% on average of the lithium-ion battery left to start your day, and then the solar charge cycle starts again in the day. Also, there's the thermostat. The thermostat that's not for the Coolio air conditioning. That's a thermostat for the Chinese diesel heaters. It's just a regular Honeywell thermostat, and I just set it up so that the diesel heaters will actually run on a Honeywell thermostat. That's a remote thermostat. So basically, I set the bus to be 55 degrees in the wintertime when I'm not in it, and then when I'm coming to the bus and going to spend the night or going to come play on the bus, then I just set the temperature to 72 degrees in about 30 minutes before I get to the bus, and the bus has come up to 72 degrees inside very nicely, so I don't have to sit in the chilly bus while it warms up. I can do that all from remote. There is a 24 by 24 inch shower stall with an Oxygenics shower head. The bus is about 6'4" inside, and I'm 6'2". Even with the lighting, I fit everywhere within the bus without hitting my head. There's plenty of room in the bus. Again, I think I already mentioned it, but the flooring is vinyl flooring made by it's Home Depot. I believe it's the wherever brand of flooring. The toilet is a Thetford cassette toilet. Again, I didn't want to have any tanks outside the bus, and I sure as heck didn't want a black tank inside the bus. So that's a Thetford cassette toilet. It'll run 7 to 10 days of 2 people using the toilet before it needs to be dumped, and then it's just a cassette toilet that you just dump in any place you would dump a toilet. It's got a full-size General Electric refrigerator. Again, that just works the way any refrigerator would. Tons of room, and it's been running continuously since the bus went online. I've never had the refrigerator off, never had the bus off. It just always works. Everything works on solar. If you are connected to shore power, of course, it works on shore power, but it just works. It's an excellent boondocking machine. It's got dual sinks there with a 26-gallon 26-gallon gray water tank is underneath of the sink, still within the bus, of course, and so it doesn't freeze all winter long. It does just excellent. This machine is definitely 365. Although you don't have to use the generator very often, it does come with a 3,600 watt generator. What's nice about using a generator in a battery system is that the whole time the generator is running, it's dumping power into the batteries, and so the generator is not running for no reason whatsoever. The whole time it's running, it's using or making a maximal output into your batteries that you get to use later when the generator is off. As I already noted, the whole bus is a solid surface countertop, just a beautiful a beautiful tile. The tile runs all the way to the front of the bus, back to the refrigerator, and then again on the other side where the breakfast area is. If you look, the whole bus has been set up that nothing until you get to the refrigerator is taller than the window height. And the point of that is just to let in all the natural light. You can slide the curtains back and just be at one with the outdoors if you would like as well. The television comes with the bus, as does the food oven and the microwave oven as well. The bus is basically fully set up. If you drive it away, you'll be able to sleep in it the night you take it, and for as long as you want to thereafter. The bus is just wonderful for boondocking, and I'll include everything that comes in the bus. It's currently set to my Shield right now. I'm playing a YouTube video that I shot in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm going to switch over here to the gauges in a minute. I have a gauge page on my television that I just have it set to show. That's just the outdoor weather on the left. On the right is the ambient weather. That's several sensors throughout the bus, like the temperature in the freezer is 3, the temperature in the refrigerator is 36, the temperature in the bus kitchen is 76 degrees. And those are all sensors that just take little batteries, and they do an excellent job. On this panel, it's the Victron panel. Notice the AC input is 0 because I'm getting solar. The AC probably hasn't been on yet today. It got to probably down to around 55 or 60% overnight. Now it's up to 90% charged. It's making 2,500 watts of solar right now, and it's using 973 watts. That's with the air conditioner running full blast currently. So it just makes a lot of solar. The gauges can be picked up anywhere on the internet. Just basically, you can pull them up on your phone. You can have it set up on your computer at home. I have actually set up on my Shield television at home, so I can basically I can take a look at that anywhere I want. Also included in the bus are 2 induction cooktops, as well as all the cookware that goes with them, and a Foodie XL air oven. Again, what I was talking about with the windows, the windows are fully accessible all the way to the back on the right hand side as you look back, and here on the left it goes to the refrigerator and then the bathroom and then the electronics, and then past the electronics again it's the same, that the windows are accessible. That was the whole point. What I'm doing there is I said the Google word, and I just set the bus to the maximum brightness of the lights. They're very bright. I never keep them that bright, but it's available like when you're cleaning the bus or if you're working on something, or if you just want some high level of concentration. But that's the highest level output that those lights go to. I'll set it back to the normal level using Google. Again, I'm not going to say that into the microphone because it's just it wreaks havoc with my Google device and probably yours as well. That's at 1%, so those lights are set to 1% output. The lights that go around the inside of the bus do not flicker. They just look like they're flicker because of the way that it is captured using just photographically speaking, those lights look like they are blinking because of the shutter speed of the camera. Those are just on, when they're on constantly. They're not blinking. That's just an effect of the shutter speed of the camera. Those lights are perfect for just kind of mood lighting. It's what I use at night almost all the time. I just tell the bus mood, and it shuts off all the lights and leaves those on, and the bus is just beautiful at night and nice to stay in. The bus is originally a 2007 84-passenger Thomas school bus. It was in the school district in northern Indiana. It has pass-through storage that goes all the way from this side through to the other side. 2 big bays of pass-through storage, which is something that I really wanted with the bus. The overall height of the bus is 11 feet. That includes the top of the Mr. Cool air conditioner. The Mr. Cool air conditioner does an excellent job, as already noted. It does keeps the bus comfortably cool and draws about 980 watts when it's running maximally. There's also room on the back of the bus to put up a little observation deck if you are so inclined. The water here is on city water, and so right now I'm connected to city water and city power. Obviously it's a great boondocking bus. We've talked about that quite a bit. That's an emergency door, and it continues to be an emergency door if you need it. The bus has about 3,700 watts of solar panels on top. And the solar charge controllers can consume 2,800 watts of it. So basically what that means is that it hits 2,800 watts fairly early in the day and then stays at 2,800 watts almost all the way through the day, and then only drops off when the sun starts to go down. Then it goes off of that full, very good production. Again, the overall bus height is 11 feet, and that's at its highest point. Thank you for taking a look at my bus. It is a wonderful piece of equipment. It runs very well and has just been nothing but a joy to own. I just want to sell it because I am ready to start on some new fun projects.